All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Talladega. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits the big track, baby. The Superspeedway of Talladega. It's race number 10, the final race of the season. A 70-lap race, and we're going to crown the champion here tonight. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory at this Superspeedway? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's the Buschwackers Series tonight. It's the Superspeedway at Talladega. It's race number 10, the final race of the season. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in here, joining me on TurnLeftTV. Oh, little Talladega tonight. Yeah, that's right. Going to be a fun one. Excited about this one tonight, of course. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And, man, the Superspeedway action tonight going to be a lot of fun. Got a pretty good-sized field here. It's a little bit of a redo from an earlier race that we had a problem with the netcode rules plug-in, I should say. So a 70-lap race here tonight at the Superspeedway. This attracts a lot of drivers. A lot of guys have a chance to win this race tonight, too. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, if you want to host your website or your online store, how about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Those also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You get a quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. And also, you'll get updates of schedules, point standings, quick links to the broadcast, all that jazz. So head on over to HighOctaneRacing.net. You're looking at about 6 minutes left in the practice session. We got some more racing headed your way this weekend. The High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is the month of May, and this is the weekend, the golden weekend, baby. The crown jewel of motorsports, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, in real life, coming up this weekend on Sunday. And in case you didn't know, I'm from just about 40 miles north of Indy, so I live about 40 miles up the road. And Indianapolis is just part of the culture here in Indiana. IMS and the Indianapolis 500, so you know where I'll be. I'll be watching that one, having a few beers. Maybe one or two. So that's coming up in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, May the 25th. Good way to get fired up for the real deal on Sunday. take a look at the track here at Talladega. Of course, we all know Talladega, don't we? The high banks of Talladega, just almost 2.7 miles in length, 4.28 kilometers in length. Turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees of banking. Just a little under 33 degrees in 3 and 4. And then a tri-oval 16.5 degrees of banking backstretch at 3 degrees of banking. I think, you're going to see two packs here, and for the most part, we want to see guys sort of just be patient tonight. But this is a fun track. It's not really a super hard track, that's for sure. But, man, you start getting in packs, you get a little bit of adrenaline rushing, and the decision-making starts to be really, really critical. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the practice session. To help me out there by clicking on the link down in the description of the panel. Click on that, the description of the race there, leadhostUSA.com link. And also, I'm an affiliate through SimLab. If you'd like to purchase something through them, please use my link. That's in the description of the race as well. Really appreciate your help. Got a SimLab race rig myself, the GT1 Evo, and absolutely love it, man. I do my broadcasting and my racing from the sim rig, and it was really easy to get things set up. Hook everything up. It's already pre-drilled for most manufacturer wheels and pedals. Get the pedal plates and the wheel plate, steering wheel plate as well with your purchase. We're going to take a look at the standings coming into tonight's race. Franco Alvarez probably has a championship sewn up. Gordon Carter sits second. Dana Grover third. Jomar Peixoto fourth. Tuvaldo Spindola sits in the fifth position. John Stanley sixth. Dennis Juderson seventh. Art Viera sits in the eighth spot. In ninth is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Craig Marizon sits in the 10th position. Sitting in P11 is Todd Robillard. Steve Pierce is 12th. Ben Orsilva 13th. Jesus Iglesias 14th. Sean Jacobs 15th. And Gelson Neto sits in the 16th position. Dan Richter is 17th. Alexis Salvev is 18th. 19th. Preston Hassel. Chris Hughes is P20. You see page number 3 there, headed up by Jair Oliveira. Got about a minute and a half left in practice session before we hit qualifications. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be in action for race number 5. We're approaching halfway in that season. Gateway Raceway, 120-lap race coming up on Tuesday, May the 28th. And it's race number 5 at Gateway. Saturday Night Thunder will be at Darlington, the Lady in Black, on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's May 25th. And it's race number 10, the final race of the season, 110 laps from Darlington. And that's the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, coming up on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We take a look at the schedule here. Tonight is the final race of the season. Next week, we will be at Charlotte. to kick off a brand new season, season number 3. And I haven't got that schedule put out yet, but we'll definitely be at Charlotte next week. These guys are headed over to the qualification session. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the button there and smash the bell. You'll get updates when races are going live, when I have videos updated. Thanks to all those folks who have come out and watched the races, whether it be live or on replay, and all the new subscribers, all the people who've stuck with me as well. I never thought in a million years that I'd have, well, not a million years. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but I haven't. When I started this channel, I never thought I'd be at 858 subscribers, or even in the hundreds, to be honest with you. So 500 videos later, here we are. And thanks for helping me out here at TurnLeftTV by watching the races and coming out each and every week. Appreciate you guys, really do. So we are in the qualification session now. Guys, I'll wait for it to kick over here. So who wants to be the first out? I think Preston Hassel might be the first out here. That's 27 car. Preston Hassel, the AMD Ryzen sponsor machine. Take a look at Preston here as he starts his official lap, first official lap. The out lap is finished, ready to rock and roll here for the qualification time. 27 car. Usually qualifies pretty well here at Daytona. And I think for the most part, the qualification position is not super important here, other than, you know, hoping you don't get back in a pack that gets sort of disconnected from the front runners. 52.399 for Preston Hassel. Sean Jacobs up to P2. Robillard is third. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola in a 68 car. Will Hassel the top time, and Iglesias up to P2. Dave Pierce up there at the top as well. Benor Silva filling that gap in P3. Dana Grover fourth. Steve Pierce now down to P5. Givaldo Spindola here. 52.399 is the time to beat. A little slow there in sector number 1. 500's off. $52.399. Preston Hassel the top time here so far. Iglesias second. Silva third. Grover fourth. Oh! Jacobs to the top of the grid with a 2.80. Robillard in P2. 52.504 from Givaldo. Gelson Neto at a 63. 52.453 there for him. Dennis Shooterton in the 47 car. He lives in Kharkiv, Ukraine, man. We definitely sending out our thoughts and prayers to Dennis and his friends and family. The neighbors there in Kharkiv, they've been bombarded. And he is slow. Looks like he's a P9. It looks like he's a little slow right there. So P9 right now for Dennis Yurichin. Bardelli Jr., 52.266 is the time to beat. Let's see where he's going to be able to get it. 52.344 up to P6 for Claudio in the 19 car. Peixoto in the 71. Gilmar Peixoto here, that 71 car. 52.266 is the time to beat. PixBet sponsor machine. Another one of those Franco Alvarez created cars. It looks like he is backed off. Right now, 13th on the grid for Peixoto. So it looks like Arthur Vieta now to the top of the grid here in that 4 car. So he's got a 52.266. Just ahead of Sean Jacobs. We're not sure about Alvarez or Oliveira. So it looks like Arthur Vieta is going to be the top time here. Alvarez and Jair Oliveira going to be starting in the back. So it looks like Arthur Vieta will be our pole winner. And again, thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody showing up and watching the races here tonight. Let's get this party started. All right, welcome back. Just about a minute left in the qualification session. These guys are going over the drivers' meeting right now. We'll take a look at the race keys here tonight. Take a look at this again as we line them up, doing the formation lap. Patience, man. Be patient here at Dega. It is anybody's race, to be honest with you, and you're going to have to be patient here tonight. Check up ready. Guys, we're going to start, sort of oscillating back and forth, or kind of an accordion effect there when you get a little bit of checkup there. So you're going to have to be checkup ready, and that's going to leave some distance between you and the car in front of you. Pick a lane, stick with that lane until you have a clear opening to be able to move down or move up into another lane. Make good pit stops on and off pit lane. You're going to have to work with somebody else, and that may be somebody that you don't normally work with. So we got working with those frenemies. That's here at Dega. So it looks like the qualifications have officially ended. Don't forget, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Oval, for a 100-lap race. And it could be a great one. It's race number 6 of the season. We have an 8-race season, and this is race 6, headed your way tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's take a look at the qualification results. Arthur Vieira with a 52.266 qualifies in P1. Outside row 1 will be Sean Jacobs. Gordon Carter and Todd Robillard make up row number 2. Jesus Iglesias, Claudio Bardelli Jr. start row number 3. Dana Grover, Ben Silva will start row 4. Row 5, Jamaldo Spindola, Preston Hassel. Dennis Udich and Gelson Neto make up row number 6. Gilmar Pachotto and Julio Calagavre, row number 7. Steve Pierce, row number 8 with Franco Alvarez. And Jair Oliveira will start in the back in that 17 car in P17. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the Cup Series, the big boys at Darlington, the Lady in Black 110-lap race. It's race number 10, the final race of the season, and this one is too tough to tame. All right, we are in the warm-up session now. And again, thank you for coming in here tonight. Vinicius, they're here to help Gelson Neto along tonight. A little encouragement for him. You see those guys out. Gilmar, of course, and Givaldo starting us off here tonight. So wants to know if somebody's going to stop the winning machine. Franco Alvarez, 6 poles and 5 victories. And wow, man, I tell you what, he's done his research. Got to get him on board here at TurnLeftTV, huh? So good to see those guys coming in here and joining us in the chat session. Some of them out there on the track tonight. Givaldo and Gilmar racing tonight. Take a look at Gilmar in this 71 car. That Tough Truck Series is going to be absolutely fantastic. Gateway's a fun track. That's egg-shaped oval located just across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. And it's race number 5 of the season coming up on Tuesday, 120-lap race. I've been racing in this series. I've been up and down, but I've had some pretty good races. I think I actually won one this season, so excited for that. And maybe I'll win one at Gateway. That's coming up on Tuesday, May the 28th. I don't know here. Darren is using the term dag. I can tell you this, that when I was in Australia, they used the term dag all the time, and that was, they told me that was the piece of, oh boy, I don't know if I should say this. I lived in Australia for a little while, and they said that was a dag was a piece of poop stuck to the sheep's fur. That's what they told me anyway. You see Darren out chatting it up. Maybe it's Dana Allen Grover or something like that. Dana Andrew Grover. Not dag is something very different. Oh boy. Fireball Flash joining us here. Good to see Fireball in here. That's Dana Grover. Dag. I'm going to start calling it Dag. The only way he'll know what it means is if he watches the broadcast. I'm not going to tell him. Claudio Bordelli Jr. joining us as well, and I would imagine we're going to see him up front here tonight. Preston Hassel in the AMD Rising sponsor machine. These guys have about 4 minutes left in the warm-up session. Good luck to Claudio tonight. Best of luck to him. What about Chris Hughes joining us after the qual session? That 7 car. He'll start in the back tonight. Good to see him out. All right, we got under a minute left here in warm-up. Got to get your picks in now. I'm going to get my pick. My pick tonight is going to be Preston Hassel. I think he's got the winning formula tonight. I saw him out early, looked fast, got a good qualification position. And I do believe the 27 car's got the formula here to win at Dega. Well, it looks like we are ready to get this party started.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, boys and girls, I think it's that time. Time to get this party started.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boy!
What? Oh my God!
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck man, Toby Keith.
It's time to get in, sit down, shut up, hold on, drivers, start your
All right, tonight is Daytona, baby. Let's take a look at the starting order here, and Arthur Vieta will lead, or excuse me, Claudio Bardelli Jr. will lead the field tonight. Dennis Schudichin starts in, is that right? Does Dennis Schudichin start P2? I got it. Something's not jiving right here. That doesn't even look right. There we go. Arthur Vieta. My God, man. What's going on? Sean Jacobs starts in the second position. Gordon Carter third. We got to figure out who the hell is running this outfit. Todd Robillard starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is Jesus Iglesias in 22. Claudio Bardelli Jr. There he is. He's in P6. Dana Grover starts in the seventh spot in that 89 car. Bitter Silva in the 5 starts in the 8th spot. Starting in 9th is Givaldo Spindola. Preston Hassel starts 10th in the 27 car. Dennis Schudichin will start 11 in that 47. And Gelson Neto starts in P12. Starting in 13th will be Jomar Peixoto. Julio Caligari in the 3X starts in 14th. Steve Pierce starts in the 15th spot. Franco Alvarez starts in P16. Starting in 17th is Jair Oliveira in the 17 car. Chris Hughes starts in 18th in the 7 car. Now that we got that figured out. Man, I tell you what, I'm a hot mess right now. Hot mess right now. Remember my keys to the race here. Be patient, be checkup ready, pick a lane, make good pit stops, and make some frenemies tonight here at Daytona. The pace car is in. Or off, whatever you want to call it.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, we're at green here at Daytona. Yeah, on the inside there with the 56 just behind him. That 24 of Sean Jacobs up on the outside line. Pushed by Todd Robillard in the 90. Claudio Bardelli Jr. third in line up on that high line in the 19 car. We're trying to get that high line going. And we got a pack of about 5 guys there that are really making some inroads here on the high line if they can stay together. Now the bottom line starting to move as 4 of Arthur Vieta pushing forward. 56 of Gordon Carter running in P2 on the low line. And now that bottom line really starting to move as Iglesias now moving up to third. 89, Dana Grover in P4. Take a look at 89 car, Dana Grover. He's running in the 4th position. Just behind him is Givaldo Spindola in the 68 car. Now the 47, Dennis Schudichin is in P7. Danishevich in the 47. He is in 6th. So that high line there is starting to fall back a little bit. I think it's the communication with those guys that they want to do. Whether they should just tuck in at the back of the line here, not push things. And more and more drivers now are going to go down to the bottom line. Vieira is leading the field here on lap 3. Starting to get a little 3 wide here, a little racy, as it looks like we got some guys trying to split the middle here. This could be a little dangerous. Jesus Iglesias in the middle line here as these guys starting to go around on both sides as Franco Alvarez down on the high side above that 22. The 51, Steve Pierce getting through. And wow, man, just that fast. Arthur Vieira finds himself back in the 14th position. The leader of the race. The pole setter here, and now back to P15, P14 is Gordon Carter, our new race leader. Dana Grover running in P2. Just behind Gordon Carter, our race leader. In the 56 car. High place moving, sponsored Chevy Camaro. Dana Grover in the 89 Trax VR. Sponsored Fireball Flash, sponsored Toyota. Guys trying to get organized on that top line and really not working right now for them. It's like maybe Gelson Neto up on that top line in that 63 car. See Arthur Vieira working on the bottom line there behind Franco Alvarez at 22. Jesus Iglesias also on the bottom line. Mordelli Jr. and Benor Silva trailing there on the bottom line. Like these guys going back to single file here. Now, Jair Oliveira, not sure what happened to him, whether he didn't make the grid here or what, but he is on pit lane. That is really, really strange. Did not make the grid. So, guys, yeah, pretty content here, right nose to tail. And we'll take a look at our championship leader. He is running in the 7th position. He's pretty much got this championship locked up. I mean, there's really no way anybody can catch him here. So he's just kind of cruising around right now. I'm sure he wants to get the race win. His Bass Pro Shops sponsor machine. So 5 wins this season, maybe 6 wins if he can pull off one tonight. Alvarez looking for his, I believe, 3rd championship here in the Buschwackers Series. couple Canadians here leading it up. 56 and 89, both are both Canadian drivers. Waldo Spindler running into third position, Udich in fourth, and rounding out the top five is Giomar Peixoto in the 71 car. So a little bit different look here in the top five. This track puts a lot of guys in the mix for a win. We're running up front. Benor Silva at the tail end of that group, and now we've got about four cars there that are separated somewhat, headed by Sean Jacobs in the 24, Bardelli Jr. in the 19, the 90 of Todd Robillard, and the 27 of Preston Hassel making up that group of four. Aaron Hollowell here. Hollowell picking Fireball Flash, Dana Grover to win this race. Claudio, he says, number 2, and he says it's going to be it's like a photo finish for that one. Pretty good drivers to pick to win these races are P1, P2. This guy's going to be making pit stops here fairly soon. I almost think we should probably set this race to 1X pit. They would definitely have to pit 2 times with the 1X. But right now, Gordon Carter, Dana Grover talking a little bit about when they're going to pit. And it's going to be fairly soon. So P1, P2, 56, and the 89. Talking a little bit about pit strategy. Take a look at Chris Hughes here running in the 8th position in the 7 car. Good top 10 run here for Chris Hughes. Just behind him is Julio Caligari. Arthur Vieta is in that 4 car in P10. And I think we're going to start seeing some pit stops here fairly soon. This is when I think things can go awry here as these guys start pitting in packs. You have to be really, really careful. Now the 56 car. Now we're hearing some guys who are saying they're going to be coming down pit lane. Take a look at the 56. He is leading the 89, Dana Grover in P2. Rivaldo, 89 peeling off the track. 56 off the track here, so those guys coming down pit lane. Jacob, Steve Pierce, Todd Robillard, Preston Hassel also on pit lane. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, about 6 cars on pit lane. 7 if you want to include JJ. And the 68, Givaldo Spindle, is leading. So Sean Jacobs on pit lane in that 24 car. And I think we're going to see some more guys coming down pit lane. Sean Jacobs in the 24, squirting out there. More guys coming down pit lane. Oh, boy. Givaldo's swinging wide there on that pit entrance. Holy smokes. This guy did a great job as Givaldo in P6. He gave up the race lead to come down pit lane. Buchan in the 47 car. Just behind him is Gilmar Peixoto. Steve Pierce in the 51 up on the high line as the 47 car goes by. The 4 car also going by. Oh, and the 47 diving back across to come down pit lane. Holy smokes. Now the 4 car hard on the brakes. 71, the 19, the 22 also on pit lane. Alvarez out there by himself in the 83 car. That is not good news, really. This Bass Pro Shops machine, I don't think he's come down pit lane. I might be wrong about this, but I'm not sure he's made a pit stop. He might get swallowed up here. I didn't think he came down pit lane. Maybe he did. But he's going to get swallowed up here by this group coming behind him. Peixoto now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Artur Vieta now shown as the race leader here in the 4 car. Dennis Schuderson in second. Bardelli Jr. is in third. We got a tandem there working together, the 4 and the 47. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to catch up here. We got a group on the high side led by Dana Grover. Grover leading this pack on the high side. They're a little bit faster, and they're going to overtake the 4, I believe. With the 56 and the 89 working together. And these guys starting to figure out where they want to be here, high line or low line after pit stops. So that round of pit stops, okay. Chris Hughes on the high side as those guys start to figure it out on the bottom side. So Chris Hughes on board here with him. He's going to try to find a way to get over here to the left. As it looks like Giulio Caligari getting around in that 3X car. Chris Hughes going to have to tuck in and now finds himself back in the 9th position. Our race leader is Dana Grover in the 89. Gordon Carter running into 2nd position. Vieta 3rd, Unichin 4th, Bardelli Jr. rounding out the top 5. Tail end of this group looks like Givaldo Spindle, and I don't know whether he's going to be able to tag onto the back of these guys. It does look like he's got a head of steam here, and I would just stay in line. You're not going to go anywhere on that high side by yourself. I would just stay in line and figure it out from there. Unless somebody's going to be nice and let you in, but the 68 now kind of up there by himself. And he's going to get swallowed up, I think, by that bottom line. As the 7 car, I think, will probably slip back by. And then the 68 car is going to have to tuck in. And he does. So Givaldo now back to the 10th position. Alvarez leading that second train there. Alvarez, Robillard, Hassel, and Jacobs. That is 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. This guy's going to need a little help here, I believe, to be able to catch those guys ahead. Maybe those guys get a little racy, but if you want anybody leading the pack here to maybe catch up with him, it would be Franco Alvarez. They're starting to get a little racy up there side by side. Givaldo going to the high side. He's wanting to try to get something started. That's going to let these guys catch back up. That's exactly what they want. Chris Hughes in this mix as well. So these guys are sort of scattered out, and that's going to help that second pack. Alvarez leading that group. And those guys got a plan there behind. They have definitely got a plan, and Alvarez leading that group of four. If they stay nose to tail, I think they're going to be all right. Because those guys are starting to get a little racy. You take a look at Franco Alvarez out of the front of his machine on that right side camera there as Giulio Caligari. We take a look at him. He's running in the 10th position. The back car there is Caligari as those guys have now caught up. Right there, they've got a head of steam going to the outside. I don't think I'd be doing that. Not going to go anywhere. Oh, that's a hard lick there. Hard lick into the back of Chris Hughes' machine. And those guys have now caught back up. So we've got a big pack now working again. In fact, we're looking at probably around 14 cars there in line as Caligari now going to the back of that group. And now they're going to start to organize here on the high line to see if they can't get something going. We're going to need more drivers, I think, to be organized on the high line to get really anything going here today. Chris Hughes is our leader of those Highline cars, and he's running in P6. Take a look at Chris Hughes leading that second line. Mordelli Jr. just ahead of him as you see Givaldo now easing up on the inside. I think those guys on the high line starting to figure it out here that they're not going to really be able to put a dent in this low line. This low line's pretty well organized, and there are more drivers on the low line. That low line is starting to work a little bit here as now the 7 car. 7 car up to side by side with P3 car Artur Vieta. Maybe they got some more drivers on the high line. You do see Giulio Caligari, also Gelson Neto fooling around with that high side. Gelson Neto now diving back to the inside. Franco Alvarez bailing on those guys going to the inside. And Franco Alvarez going down to the bottom line. He got out of that high line, said, I got you where you want to be up here with the lead draft, and now I'm going to tuck in on the bottom line. And Hughes goes down to the bottom line. Now you got 3 cars up on the high line. They're just going to have to wait, I think. Just wait for these guys to get around and then tuck in. 3 drivers now left on the high line. Robillard, Hassel, and Jacobs. See the 90, the 27, and the 24 on the high line. Chris Hughes now goes back up to the high line. See if he can't get something going. Jelson Neto also working the high line. So now we got 5 cars on the high line trying to make some moves. Dana Grover in the 89, leading. Gordon Carter in second, Vieira third, Udich in fourth, Bardelli Jr. is in P5. I think we're about ready for our second round of pit stops. I think the next time we do this race, we'll have to set the fuel setting at 1X because it seems like it's a little bit hot here for 2X. Guys are only getting, maybe 14, 15 laps here on fuel. Gordon Carter looking on the outside. Gordon Carter in the 56. You see the 89 car coming down pit road. And Gordon Carter the leader. As Dana Grover on pit lane in the 89. So Dana Grover, the first of the drivers to come down pit lane. Now he was leading, so he was burning up more fuel. He had it going around on the outside. Looks like Gordon Carter's going to make sure he makes a pit stop this time by. So Gordon Carter coming off track to come down pit lane. Robillard making a pit stop. Looks like Preston Hassel. Also Sean Jacobs making a pit stop. Chris Hughes also on pit lane as Dana Grover finishing up his pit stop. Our new race leader is Arthur Vieira. I should say back to the race lead. As you see Dana Grover now rejoining the racing surface. Man, it looked like Steve Pierce got on and off pit lane really pretty fast here. So the 51 back out on track. Take a look and see what happened here. Looked like maybe Preston Hassel might have had some trouble on pit lane. Not sure what happened here. We'll take a look. Preston Hassel. Artur Vieira. Take a look at that. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Somehow this guy just finds his way up to the front of the grid. Bardelli Jr. the 19 is the leader. Jesus Iglesias right there as well. He's in P2. We see the 89 and the 24. Those guys now shown lap down, but also the 19 and the 22 coming down pit lane. So those guys get a little bit better fuel mileage. Oh, right there. Oh, Iglesias almost got into the back of Bardelli. Iglesias had to get hard on the brakes to keep from getting into the back of Bardelli. Holy smokes. Take a look at this again here a little bit. Right here as these guys come off pit lane. Watch this at 22 on the brakes right here. Breaking up some smoke, baby. Says, hey, I'm going to get new tires anyway. I might as well leave some rubber on the track. But he almost got into the 19 car. Bardelli is shown as the race leader. Those guys, Iglesias and Bardelli, coming back out on track. And they're going to get swallowed up here pretty quickly. Alvarez out of the race. Not sure what happened to Alvarez. As the 19 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. and the 22 of Jesus Iglesias. But now they got the 90 and the 56 screeching by. The 7. Oh, the 7 wanted to go up there, but Bardelli Jr. had other thoughts. And now the 7 threatened the needle. Getting through, the 63 going to follow him. And also Giulio Caligari in the 3X going to get through as well. Benner Silva in the 5. We haven't talked too much about him. He's running in the 14th spot right now. Still on the lead lap, the 51 and the 71. 71 is the last car of the lead lap. Steve Pearson at 51 running in the 14th spot. The 15th spot is Benner Silva. Todd Robillard is the leader. Gordon Carter in second. Chris Hughes third. Gelson Neto is in B4. Giulio Caligari rounding out the top 5. One car did not start the race. That is Jair Oliveira. And Franco Alvarez is out of the race. Jesus Iglesias tagging on the back of this line. He and Bardelli Jr. Iglesias is the 7th car in position. And that front line trying to stay organized and run away from these guys that still need to get organized here. The 47, the 4, 89, the 24. Trying to get organized here in a pack of 4. Right now, just not doing it. Now, the best thing that these guys can hope for is that those guys in front start getting a little racy. .37 laps in. Keep our fingers crossed. We have not had any one of those flags, that would cause the pace car to come out. We're not going to say it because we don't want to jinx it. We got 7 cars here in a breakaway. Second pack of 4. You see those guys coming around. Led by Sean Jacobs. Jacobs got a new paint scheme. The 24. Might be the debut for that scheme there. Another one of those great schemes by Franco Alvarez. Archie Vieta giving him a push. Jacob said, don't wipe any paint off that car, man. Dennis Schuderchin running in the 10th position in the 47 car. Just behind him is Dana Grover in the 89. Take a look at Trivaldo Spindola here in the 12th position in the 68, kind of out there by himself. I mean, once pit stops start happening, you get caught out there by yourself, and now you're just hoping for a caution flag. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Giulio Calagare side by side. Looks like Bardelli Jr.'s got a little help there with Jesus Iglesias. I wonder where these guys are going to go. They'll be trying to get organized on the high line. And they're starting to make some moves here on the high line, that's for sure. And now they got Gelson Neto who dives up to the outside line. Now we got a battle. That tandem making some moves here on this high line. Slingshot move there for the 19 and the 22, an inch and ahead of the 90. Bardelli Jr.'s got the room that he needs to be able to dive down and take the race lead, but does he leave the 22 car? And now that might cost him, as that bottom line now organized is starting to move. So Bardelli Jr. is going to give up those spots that he just claimed on the outside line. Gelson Neto bailed. He goes down to the inside line. Now Iglesias and Bardelli Jr. are going to have to be reorganized and give it another shot. See the 3X giving the 63 a shot there. So Calagari says, let's get going, baby. Bardelli Jr., Jesus Iglesias on the top side here. That's going to help, I think. Sean Jacobs leading that second crew. Those guys stay organized. They might be able to close in. Looking at about 1.7 second gap between them and the race leader. So not a huge distance here. So they are starting to work that group. As long as you see this side-by-side racing here, that's going to help that second crew, and that will change the ball game. The 90 is our leader. Gordon Carter in second in the 56 car. The 7 of Chris Hughes is in third. Gelson Neto working this inside line. I think he will jump back up here to P4. Gelson Neto in the 63 in P4, and the 3X. Giulio Calagare is in fifth. And now we got that second crew who've caught him just in time for pit stops, because I'm hearing Dana Grover on the radio that he's going to have to make a pit stop. So now we're looking at 11 guys in this line. And Dana Grover indicating he's going to have to make a pit stop. And he's running in the back of this line. Definitely think next time we do this track in this series, we will do 1X fuel. Get a lot of pit stops.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. We have a yellow flag. So it looks like maybe Preston Hassel is off the pace. Spindola might have come around as well. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, man, the 27 comes across the nose of the 68 car. 68 backs it into the wall, and the 27 up into the wall. The Preston Hassel looked like he came down across the front of the 68 car. And the 68 comes back up the track, gets into the 68. The 27 comes back up the track. And then back into the wall. It looked like Preston just came down across the nose right here and then comes back up the track. It's into the 68. So guys are having to come down pit lane here low on fuel. Sean Jacobs. Sean Jacobs on pit lane. All right, looks like Gordon Carter is the race leader. Dana Grover. So Gordon Carter coming down pit lane, and he is the leader. So one caution flag here so far. Now Robillard is the leader. All right. Well, it looks like Robillard is our leader. Sean Jacobs is second. Chris Hughes third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. Gelson Neto is fifth. Vieira is sixth position. Yuchin seventh. Gordon Carter is eighth. Jomar Peixoto ninth. And Jesus Iglesias is in P10. Now you got to be thinking about here. It looks like the 90 car got caught speeding on the pit lane, I believe. So he's going to have to give up that position. That's going to give Chris Hughes the race lead. All right, the 7 of Chris Hughes now to the race lead. Bardelli Jr. is in second. That puts Gelson Neto in the third position. Artur Vieira fourth, and Dennis Schuderton in fifth. Carter, Peixoto, Iglesias, Robillard, and Jacobs rounding out the top 10. It's like Bardelli Jr. slipping down pit lane here. So also Iglesias also pitting down or driving down pit lane, getting some service. Maybe these guys thinking about the fuel mileage situation. Gelson Neto looks like he's going to be on the inside line as Chris Hughes is elected to take the outside line. That puts Vieira and Yudichin side by side there in row number 2. Peixoto and Carter will start row 3. Caligari, Robillard, row 4. Iglesias and Jacobs will start in row number 5. Right now, 12 cars on the lead lap. Pierce, Spitaler, Grover. Also, we have Hassel and Alvarez both out of the race.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Here we go. And the 7 car did not get that great of a start there as Gelson Neto and Arteviera pushing each other there 1-2. 50 laps in, and we have about 20 to go. I guess we're on lap 50. Nose to tail here as a 63 leading the field. Gordon Carter running in that 3rd position. Givaldo Spindola in that mix, although Givaldo is 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. Dana Grover wants to get to that lucky dog spot. He's working that outside line, hoping somebody will work with him. Steve Pierce also on that outside line. He's running in the 51 car at the tail end of this group. That Captain Morgan sponsored machine. Neto's got a fast car tonight. He has sort of been under the radar, but he has gotten his car up to the race lead. Get him make some really good moves, working with some guys to get himself to the front, give him a chance to win this race. Vieira giving him a shot there in the 4 car. Gordon Carter kind of laying back a little bit in that 56 in the 3rd position. In P4 is Todd Robillard, and he has got a lap car sandwiched between he and Gordon Carter. Iglesias is running in P5 in the 22. Orange Crush sponsor machine. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. Going to squeeze in here and get behind the 22. Chris Hughes in the 7. Now back to the 7th position is Sean Jacobs using the bottom line to take over P6. Robillard jumping out to the outside line. Robillard trying to get something started here on the outside. Robillard here trying to get this outside line moving as the 89 just behind him. Peixoto also working that outside line. And these guys get something working here. On board here with Todd Robillard. They've got some momentum on the outside. And a little side draft of the 22. They need a little bit more help here. I think they're going to need a couple more cars to really make some moves on this outside. You see that bottom line kind of holding its own. As Gelson Neto, the leader. Now that high line there really starting to fall back. Sean Jacobs throws his car up to the high line. Gelson Neto able to pull off this victory. This will be his first victory here at HORL. He's got a cagey veteran running behind him, though. That's Artur Vieta. You know Vieta is going to work with him probably until that last lap, and then it's anybody's ball game at that point. Still quite a few laps here to go, and a lot can happen. Take a look at Chris Heath, the tail end of these cars here. He's working the inside line. On board here with him. He's running behind Dennis Yulichin. Yulichin in the 47 car. Steve Pierce in the 15th spot up on the high line. Steve Pierce is one lap down. More and more guys here going down to the bottom line. How about Jesus Iglesias running in the 4th position? The car just ahead of him is a lap car. Astrobaldo Spindola on board here with Iglesias. Take a look at Iglesias here and that concentration. Just behind Iglesias. Go back there to look at the back view. There we go. Got to get rid of about 15 of those cameras. Sean Jacobs in that Vulcan's sponsor machine. Cal U. California University of Pennsylvania. Tease him about that here. We take a look at Jesus Iglesias here in the 22. Robillard in that 90 car trying to work this high line. Just needs more drivers to commit to that high line, and I think they probably have a shot. Neto kind of likes where he's at right now. He's got a good committed driver behind him, and that's the 4 of Artur Vieta. Take a look at Bargelli Jr. He is now working this bottom line behind Sean Jacobs. Benor Silva just behind him in the 5 car. And I think we got a good shot of the 5 right there. Benor Silva. He says, let me back up here so you can see all of my car. There we go. Again, take a look at Benor Silva here in that JB Racing sponsor machine. I think they said that's Rancing. No idea what that means. I guess it's a joke. But in that 5 car, with the chrome rims on it today. See the 71 and Peixoto just behind him. More and more guys looks like they're bailing from that high side to go down to the bottom side. 59 laps in. I think we're probably going to see more pit stops here. We might even see a splash and go. as the 83, Gelson Neto, our leader. Just behind him is Arthur Vieira. We got some cagey veterans here running together. P1, P2. Robillard really trying to get that high side to move. He wants some more guys to come up to the high side to help him out. Just when you think somebody's peeking up there on the high side, they bail back down to the inside line and leave those guys hanging out. Looks like Givaldo going to the high side. Givaldo now bailing back down to the inside line. The 56 peeking around on the high side. And it looks like Gelson Neto coming down pit lane, so we knew some of these guys are going to be coming down pit lane. Oh, man, that 5-car hard into the back of the... Hard into the back of the 63. Holy smokes. Benner Silva got on the brakes and got into the back of the 63 car. Holy Toledo. Did you see that? Caligari had, look at that, he got off track. Right, Caligari got off track a little bit right here as maybe he got spooked by the 5-car. Watch the 5-car, man. He's going to catch the cones, gets into the back of the 63. Caligari says, let me get out of here. And gets in the grass. Wow. Vieira coming down pit lane. These guys are all pitting en masse. 56 on pit lane, the 4-car on pit lane, the 7 on pit lane. 24, the 90 also on pit lane. To the 22, Jesus Iglesias is the leader. And now we see Sean Jacobs coming back out on track here in the 24 car. And some of these guys, I bet you, are going to be getting caught speeding. Givaldo coming off track to come down pit lane. Caligari on pit lane. Long pit stop for Caligari. He might have gotten caught speeding, I'm not sure, but Caligari is on pit lane here late in this race. Jesus Iglesias, Claudio Bardelli Jr., Gilmar Peixoto. Unichin on pit lane coming back out on track. Benner Silva coming back down pit lane. I bet he got caught speeding. Silva coming back down pit lane. What a devastating penalty here late in the race for Silva. Holy smokes, he's going to drive through. Gordon Carter drive through. Gordon Carter back out. And Jesus Iglesias is the leader. Bardelli Jr. indicating he's got to come down pit lane. What about Jesus? Does he have it? No, he's coming down pit lane. Here we go. The leader's coming down pit lane. P1, P2. Bardelli Jr., Jesus Iglesias on pit lane. Sean Jacobs in P3. Holy smokes, late race pit stops here. Jacobs is the leader. Vieira is in second. Or Vieira will be in second once these guys, look at this, Iglesias now coming back on pit lane, man. Oh, that is a long pit stop. That is a long pit stop. These guys are going to swallow him up. Out there by himself. Bardelli Jr.'s off pit lane. Out there by himself. Iglesias gets swallowed up there by Jacobs, Vieira, and Neto. Claudio Bardelli Jr., he's got a 5-second lead over that pack of 3. Can he hold on? They're going to climb up onto the back of that 19 car before you know it. Now down to 4 seconds. 3.5 seconds. They are coming in a hurry. If they can keep it nose to tail here, they'll be able to run him down. Claudio Bardelli Jr., man, if he wins this would be a miracle. Now under 2 seconds. Jacobs on the move. Sean Jacobs now closing in here as he's going to end up getting around. Oh, he goes down to the bottom side. Oh, there's a little bit of a hold up there. They got bunched up. Sean Jacobs and Gelson Neto get by. Vieira gets by. He went to the high side, lost a position. Now back to the 3rd spot. Bardelli Jr., can he tag on to those guys? And Sean Jacobs now the race leader. Now you got to start thinking about strategy here. You got 3 guys behind you that work together a lot. Neto, Vieira, and Bardelli Jr. all work together there at that NASCAR BR outfit. Bardelli Jr. did a great job of holding on to these guys. Keeps himself in the hunt. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go. When do you make your move? You can't make it too early. Vieira going to the outside. He's got Bardelli Jr. working with him. Sean Jacobs going to have to play both sides here. Play a little defense. Play a little offense. Side by side with the 4 car. The 4 car's got to run. Oh, Neto goes to the high side. Jacobs dives to the high side behind. Gonna have to get it gathered back up. Oh, Bardelli Jr. into the back of Vieira. Cross the start finish line, we'll have 1 to go. Can Jacobs hold on to the back of those guys? He might be able to get a run if he can close in on them. And slingshot around. It is going to be a madhouse here. Arthur Vieira, the leader. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. 63, Gelson Neto, and the 24 of Sean Jacobs. Gelson Neto looking at the outside. You're going to have to make a move. If you're going to make it, you're going to have to make it soon. Jacobs back in the mix. Off turn 4. Gelson to the outside. Arthur Vieira coming around through the trioval, and Arthur Vieira is going to win this race. Arthur Vieira wins this race. Holy Toledo. Arthur Vieira gets the win. What an exciting finish. Well, Arthur Vieta gets the big win here at Talladega. So good job to Arthur Vieta on getting the win. Holy smokes. That was a crazy finish to that race. And it had been a little bit since Arthur Vieta's gotten in victory lane. But what a great job for Arthur Vieta. They timed that move just perfectly. It was not enough time, I think, for that crew to be able to catch back up, for Sean Jacobs to be able to recover from that. Let's take a look at the final results. Arthur Vieta gets the win. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in P2. Gelson Neto finishes in the third position. Sean Jacobs finishes fourth. Chris Hughes finishes in P5. Todd Robillard finishes in the sixth position. Dennis Schuderson finishes in seventh. Gilmar Peixoto finishes in the eighth position. Gordon Carter ninth. Benor Silva finishes in P10. Finishing in the 11th position is Jesus Iglesias in the 22. Dana Grover in the 89 finishes in 12. Julio Caligari in the 3X finishes in the 13th position. Givaldo Spindola finishes 14th. Steve Pierce finishes in 15th. Preston Hassel in the 27 finishes in the 16th position. And Franco Alvarez finishes in 17th. So congratulations to Arthur Vieta on getting the win. What a good run there for him. And an exciting finish. My heavens, man, that was an exciting finish. So great job to the Ford car on pulling off the win, not panicking, and having a little help there at the end as well. And great job to Franco Alvarez on winning the championship. Although he had a bad race tonight, but he put all those races together throughout the season and convincing championship for the 83. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on winning the championship here in season number 2, 2024. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series will be back in action tomorrow at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a 100-lap race. It's race number 6, and that starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, it's the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. The Saturday Night Thunder will be at Darlington tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's race number 10 of the season, 110 laps from the Lady in Black. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. And smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody coming out and watching these races tonight. Well, that's going to do it for me. Congratulations to Arthur Vieta on winning the race. And congratulations to Franco Alvarez on winning the championship. What a fantastic championship it was for him. So congratulations to him. That's going to do it for me tonight. We'll take it easy, boys and girls. I am out of here.